Hey, it's Tim, and today is Shopping Mall Day. What? Shopping Mall? Who goes shopping? Today is Shopping Mall Day, and this is the third installment of our series called Shopping Mall Recon. Today we're at Fashion Valley Shopping Center. I've been looking in these malls. In the last two episodes, we went to Grossmont Center, we went to Parkway Plaza in El Cajon, and what I've been curious about is due to the online shopping craze and Amazon, and which is, I'm calling it a craze, it's extremely convenient. Every time I go to the store to get something, they're all out of it, what you need, but I can get it online and it can deliver to my house the next day. I get it. I see what's happening here. This is the wave of the future. But anyway, I've been checking out these malls to see how they're thriving, what's going on in the malls and what's happening. What are they doing to the malls? What changes are they making for the malls, the people that own the malls and the businesses that run their businesses through the malls and sell their goods? What are they doing? What's going on? Anyway, Fashion Valley Mall is doing really well. This is the largest mall in San Diego and one of the largest malls in the state of California. It's huge, it's gigantic, it's enormous. The parking lots are huge. There's like, I don't know, I just should have counted, but there's about 8 or 10 parking garages, and in each parking garage is ramps that go from the second and third levels into the buildings, into the shopping center, into the anchor stores, like for example, Macy's, JC Penney's right here. There's a Nordstrom's, there's a, what's it called? Bloomingdale's. So anyway, we're gonna talk about what's happening in this mall. We're gonna walk through the mall. That was a long intro, sorry. We're gonna walk through the mall. We're gonna see what's happening in this mall, as far as like changes or anything like that, and what kind of shops they have here, what kind of stores they have. And maybe you're from San Diego and you moved away 30 years ago, and 30 years ago or whatever, and you remember as a kid coming to the Fashion Valley Shopping Center, and maybe it'll be fun for you to watch and see what things have changed, because it has changed. For one example, this used to be a single-story mall, and now it is a 2-story mall. It is huge. That's what we're talking about today. We're going to go to Fashion Valley. Let's go. Let's get started. We're going to see what's going on here. What's going on? I got a coffee. I am standing on the furthest west parking area. There's a road here that flanks the mall space here, and then this is furthest west. That way is north, and right here is the JC Penney's, which I have to think was here when they built it. And this mall opened in 1969. 1969 is an important year. Why it was built? Because what used to be here on this property was demolished and discontinued use in 1967. And a little bit more on that at the other end of the mall when we get there. It's a fantastic spot that we're going to talk about briefly. But right here, yeah, this JC Penney's. So what's going on with this mall? This JC Penney's is slated for demolition. This end of the mall down here, the west end of the mall, is kind of the what do we call it? The ugly duckling, the black sheep. It's dirty. The shops are old. So what they're doing, this is what's happening. This JC Penney's right here is going to be demolished, and they are going to build what, according to the interwebs, 850 luxury homes. Now, they said luxury homes, and I have to assume that they meant condos, because Mission Valley is full of condominiums. They're everywhere. And there used to be farms and rivers and creeks and weeds and bushes and dirt, and now it's condos everywhere. Condos everywhere in Mission Valley. Mission Valley, but this is Fashion Valley Shopping Center. But yeah, they're going to tear that down, and they're going to build all new housing through here. This whole end of the parking lot. Now, right over there, I'm going to point with my coffee cup. Right over there, yonder, if you can see, there's a boom lift over there in an old building. There used to be a movie theater back there, and the edge of that building, I'm going to try to zoom in right there. The edge of that building, that was a Farrell's. Farrell's ice cream parlor was right there. Back in the day, I remember being a young child and coming here to Farrell's. 1969, this was built. So I think it's funny. It's just, or look at the stucco on the side of this building. It is like the super rough 1970s stucco fashion. So yeah, if they made this into a residential spot with buildings, apartments, condos, swimming pools, shopping. There's a trolley station right there, and the trolley comes and goes. And there's also a bus station right there, so you can catch the bus, you can catch the trolley if you need to go somewhere to work. Kind of reminds me of places like New York, where people don't really drive around. You just take subways and buses and walk to work. Here's a boarded up door. I don't think we're going to find out in a minute. I don't know if the JC Penney's is closed yet, but they're saying it's going to close very soon. this JC Penney's sign says that it was established in 1902. JC Penney Company. We used to buy our clothes at JC Penney's. Also, I wanted to tell you, I always forget to tell you, I've got another channel. It's called Hey It's Tim Trails. Right now we're on Hey It's Tim Travels, where we're gonna walk around, we're gonna vlog, we're gonna see things, we're gonna take trips, and hopefully in the future, it's gonna be more a travel channel. We're gonna go places far. We're gonna take transportation, airplanes and trains, and that's the goal of this channel. But the other channel is about hiking and backpacking, which I also love to do, and so go check it out. Hey It's Tim Trails. This is Hey It's Tim Travels. All right, this is interesting. There's a code of conduct here. Thank you for choosing Fashion Valley as your destination for shopping, great food and entertainment. They want to provide you with an enjoyable and delightful shopping experience. So they've created a list of things that are acceptable or unacceptable. And this, number one just says to wear appropriate clothing. Hoodies are acceptable. You can wear a hoodie at this mall. Of course, disruptive behavior is prohibited. No weapons, possession of open alcoholic beverages, except in designated areas is prohibited. No solicitation. You can bring your dog, but they gotta be on a leash. No loitering. Am I loitering? I'm not buying anything. I'm just walking around. I might be loitering. Smoking. Oh, no photographs or video recordings of any kind of commercial use. Okay, this is not commercial use. Video is acceptable for non-commercial and non-disruptive purposes. We have to make sure we don't disturb anyone. And we're gonna keep our voice down and no lasers. Okay, we won't be using any lasers. We're starting in the far west. This is the farthest west. We're out in front of the JC Penney's on the mall side, and it looks like it is still open. So, you can still shop at JC Penney's, but they are gonna close this one shortly. Soonly? Yeah. I'm on the lower level. They've got a van store. Now, I always consider this mall kind of the more, what they call it, the upper level. It's upper level. I think I read that on the internet thing. It's considered a upper class or upper level mall. So, there's no junky stores. It's all good stuff here. Foot Locker, Mango. Birds. There's birds here. This place is called the Garage. It's mostly clothing. Now, usually when I come to the mall, I get super exhausted and I'm tired, and I see kids going nuts because they're tired and bored, but they've got this fantastic play area for the kiddies or grown men to play in when there's nobody here. I'm not going to do it today because I've got a coffee and I don't want to spill it. But look at this, it's real pretty. This is nice right here for the kids to play. What is this? You can get your picture taken with Mickey, with Princess Tiana and Mater and Goofy and Belle and look, and Sully. Let's see. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Huh. All right, there's already some kids playing on the thing. There's a little side secret annex entrance to Macy's right here. It's kind of in a funny spot. Let's go see. Let's go back out. We're in a little side finger of the mall here. They've got the ladies' underwear store right there, where you get ladies' underwear. I don't go in there. I did go in there once. I used to buy my wife gift certificates for Victoria's Secret. It was always very embarrassing. We're still on the west end of the mall. It's very pretty. Look at the plants and stuff they have in here. It's very outdoorsy. There's the sky. This is Urban Outfitters. They've made it look, that's another thing about nicer malls is they don't just have like a window when you walk through the glass door. This one has like steel. There's like deck decor. There's outdoor structural decor they've spent money on. Like these raw steel beams right here on the signage. See, that's kind of cool looking. It gives it a rustic urban look for the Urban Outfitters. Okay, I looked up that word. The word is upscale. This is called an upscale open air shopping center. Upscale. I like that. Right now I feel upscale here in this mall. And also, if I walked through this mall and showed you every store, you would probably hang up on me, and I don't want you to hang up on the video. So we're only going to point out the highlights, hopefully. So hopefully I don't say too much or just ramble on and on like I'm doing right now. We're just going to show the highlights. But I do want to tell you and just emphasize the fact that these are the highfalutin stores. Over here they've got a Coach store. I'm not sure what that means, but I have ridden Coach, and I've also ridden first class in the roomette, but that's Coach. I guess maybe you get tickets for your Coach train. This is called For All Mankind. How many different kinds of clothing stores can you really have? I mean, I wear like shorts, some shirt. I don't know. There's different kinds of people. Everybody's different. Everybody enjoys different things. Now, Tommy Bahama, I've heard of that. They've got a Tommy Bahama right here where you can get cool shirts. And shorts and outdoor wear for the beach and Southern California type clothing. Aritzia. Fancy. All right. Ooh, Michael Kors. Now I've heard of that too. And Hugo Boss. There's a Hugo Boss. These sound like fancy terms to me. Michael Kors. I'm really uncultured. I'm sorry. Some of these things I laugh and giggle at, but for a lot of people it's just life, just what it is. There's an apothecary skincare place called Kiehl's. Oh, you know what they used to have in here? What was that place called? Maybe you can help me. I don't remember. I'll think of it in a second. Where they had all the gadgets. There was cool gadgets inside and all kinds of different things. And it was kind of, what was it called? I forget what it's called. Somebody tell me. What was it called? The gadget place in the mall. And they had one here. And if you were Christmas shopping, you could always get all your gifts at the gadget store. I forgot what it's called. There's a Sephora. And you can always get cell phone parts. If you need parts for your cell phone, there is always a kiosk every 30 or 40 feet for your cell phone parts. This one might even be one right here, and it's closed right now. We are nearing the center section of the fancy mall. St. Laurent? Is that jewelry? Yeah, that's jewelry. This is called Bottega Venta. And look at the fancy woodwork on the front of this shop. And I'm looking through the windows and it looks like a purse store, like leather purses and stuff. And you people who know what that is are laughing at me because I'm a loser. But look at how like fancy and nice the front looks. That's nice. I like the door. God, that almost looks like somebody's front door at their house, doesn't it? That's cool looking. Cool architecture. Yeah, I like it. Big rounded glass windows right here. This says Gucci. They've got Gucci. Ooh, the guys inside that sell the Gucci are wearing nice suits. They got everyone's got nice suits on inside. I can see in there. You probably can't see in there, but they're wearing fancy suits. Oh, and right next to Gucci is the Louis Vuitton store. Opened during renovations. This is just a construction wall. Construction update. Construction wall. Oh, and they got a security guard out front of the Louis Vuitton store. He's right behind that pillar. This lady has no face, but she has some nice clothing on at the Dior store. She has a nice purse. You know what? It's interesting too. Mannequins used to be just kind of an ugly figure, but these are like fancy. There's like a nice wooden, looks like Pinocchio. A real wooden boy, but it's a woman, and she's got wooden arms, wooden hands, a wooden head. Yeah. They made mannequins look nicer, and no face. I guess that's appropriate. What if it had a face? Would that be weird? Yeah. They've also got really nice places to sit. Look at this fancy table. This is nice. These wicker chairs and cushions and things where you can sit and enjoy when you're pooped out of shopping. You can sit down in front of the Versace store right here, which sells fancy clothes, handbags, and things like that. I can't see myself wearing that. And this store is called Blueberry. Nope, it's called Burberry. Burberry. This is all the clothes, like down, we're on the first level, of course. This seems to be more of the fancier, nicer clothing type shops that sell, because I've been upstairs, we're gonna go up there in a minute. It seems more less upscale. Here's the Golden Goose shoe store. David Yurman. That's jewelry. Fancy jewelry stuff. All right, we're at the far east end of the mall where the Bloomingdale's is. Bloomingdale's. And I have something very important to tell you about the west end of the mall. I'm sorry, the east end of the mall here that we're at, Bloomingdale's. Right here where the Bloomingdale's is sitting was once home. Let's get a better view. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I came upstairs and we are now looking down on the courtyard area, entering the Bloomingdale's right here. Now, as I was saying, all right, I gotta present this properly. Where I'm standing, approximately, based on aerial views and photographs, from 1958 to 1967 was the home of Westgate Park and the San Diego Padres. Right here, between the 163, where the 163 interchange crosses over Friars Road, if you're familiar. Westgate Park from 1958 to 1967 was the home of the San Diego Padres. And they played right here until they used to play in Lane Field in San Diego. downtown San Diego, and then they came here. They built a beautiful brand new stadium here. It was an outdoor stadium. It was a beautiful. I would love to go to a ball game in an outdoor, like, not a stadium or a big giant grand ballpark, because there's too many people now. You can't do that, but like maybe a AAA ball game. But that's what the Padres were. They were AAA minor league team up until 1969, when they moved into the what was known as the San Diego Stadium, where they played professional Major League Baseball. They moved over there in 1969, and when that park was demolished right here in 1967, the mall was built, and the mall opened here, right here, Fashion Valley Mall, in 1969. So it was Farms, then it was Westgate Park from 1958 to 1967, and then after 1967 they demolished it. The Padres moved into the new stadium along with the Chargers, San Diego Chargers, and that was their new home. They became a Major League Baseball team, and the mall was built right here. 1969 it opened, right here at Bloomingdale's. Anyway, fun fact. A lot of people don't know that about San Diego. But anyway, we're upstairs now, and what I was mentioning is a minute ago was that the fancier stores seem to be downstairs. Downstairs right there is the Rolex shop, and we are now upstairs where we have Sports Treasures. Sports Treasures is right there. See, we're getting a little bit more casual up here now. And we're gonna walk real quick and see some casual type stores in the oh, that's kind of ironic, don't you think? This is an upper scale mall, and when you come upstairs, it's a little less fancier. I wonder if the people that own the shops up here feel less upper scale, even though they are upstairs. It's kind of crazy how when you're walking around in a mall and you're talking and you're drinking your coffee, how fast your coffee goes when you're not really just like paying attention. The coffee's gone already. I'm out of coffee. I remember as a kid coming here, we used to love coming here. I always loved coming to the malls at Christmas time because the decorations are so cool. They got Santa Claus somewhere in the middle saying hi to kids. Really made you feel festive about Christmas time. And this mall was no exception. My daughter and I always come here at Christmas time to shop and see how many presents and gifts we can get in one place because this is such a big mall. And so we always end up at the Geppetto's right here looking for some sort of toys, or the Chrono toys right here, which has lots of Funko Pops, and we always find Funko Pops for people. In fact, I'm gonna pop in there real quick and we're gonna see what kind of Funko Pops they have available today. They've got Dora. I like Dora. Dora's one of my favorite little kitty cartoons. Shaggy. Now that's not the rap singer Shaggy. This is Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Like, look, there's Gaston. Prince Charming, Fairy Godmother. That's fantastic. Look at Sleepy. They've got Sleepy right there. They've got Grumpy. Thumper. I'm thumping. Flower. Oh, these are great. I love these. Obi-Wan Kenobi? Yes. Oh, there's Ahsoka. Ahsoka Tano. I see Monica Geller right here from Friends. And Gunther. They've got Gunther. See, I know who these are. Kind of random, but I know who they are. And they've got the Golden Girls. They've got Rose. Look at this Poltergeist one. They've got Carol Ann in here. Now that girl, Carol Ann, went to school in my city in San Diego, right here, from Poltergeist, if you remember that little girl. And she died, tragically, in real life. I can't remember what her name was. But she passed away as a young girl shortly after the movies were done. The Poltergeist films. This says Bob is Beetlejuice. And that's Bob's head in there. And I got a fun little fact that I'm going to tell you right now as we walk out of this store. And I put that back about Bob. Okay, the fun fact is this. You've seen some of my other videos where I've done some interviews and stuff with my daughter's special needs theater company called Arms Wide Open. We are getting ready to do a theater production of Beetlejuice. Yeah, that's right, Beetlejuice. It is called Inspire. Little what do you call this? A plug. Let me plug. This is called Inspire, and it takes place at Arts in Motion Studios in El Cajon. This is a theater production company which everyone is included. Special needs, all needs, no needs, massive needs, whatever. And everybody's invited. You can try out and you can be in the show, and it's awesome. My daughter's going to be in it. I am in it, sort of. I'm in stage crew. We're going to be doing some flying and other things like that. I'll probably do an interview session where we'll talk to everybody. But I am playing Bob from Beetlejuice. I will be in the cruising around in the lobby between shows, doing things with the audience, greetings and things like that. But I'll be dressed as Bob. So I hope to show you that in the near future. Bob. What about Bob? I think that's supposed to be Pinocchio because that's Geppetto's toy shop. So yeah, That's Pinocchio, and he's winking at us. Moving through the mall a little further, we're gonna pick up the pace because I think we've been here too long. People are starting to come. They've got an Abercrombie and Fitch. I try to get here early when I do these, so there's not a lot of people walking around, and I don't look weird talking to my camera. I've been walking around with my coffee cup, looking for a trash can, and look at this fancy, the trash can here. Recycling, empty, dry, and loose. I gotta pick what I have. Trash. Is this recyclable, empty, dry, and loose? Gosh, somebody's gonna yell at me if I put this in the wrong thing. I guess so. I guess it goes in there. Now we're in the upstairs, outdoor food court. Very, very nice. Very nice place to have something to eat. A nice place to sit down. They've got little grassy areas with lounging things. There's umbrellas and shades and fancy tables. They've got food everywhere. Let's see what the standard food selections are. At the Fashion Valley Mall. Oh, they've got the Panda Express, of course. Something called Mongolian barbecue. Oh, yeah. Mongolian barbecue. They got a poke one place. Sukihana, Japan. That's probably sushi. The Sabaro place, naturally. You gotta have Sabaros. And you got another noodle shop over here that sells noodles. They've got some really cool places to sit and hang out. Hello, bird. There's a bird right there. There's lots of birds because we're outside. I don't know what you're supposed to do. Climb on them? Do they move? I don't know what these do. Oh, they do. They move. Look, you can play with them. All right, that's neat. Fun. I'm surprised they're still here and nobody's taking them. Look at this nice area right here to sit. You can sit here and overlook the, it's like a balcony overlooking the lower level, the upper class on the lower level, and lounge under these shade things. This is called Lululemon clothing store. Now, I may have spoke too soon by calling it the food court. It is called, actually, the Cafe Terrace. A little more fancier, a little more upper class. We don't have a food court, we've got a Cafe Terrace. There it is, the San Diego. Every mall has a San Diego. I guess in San Diego. The Doc Martens store right there. Doc Martens, and a place called Psycho Bunny. I don't know what that's all about. Psycho Bunny, a little bunny shaped like a skull and crossbones right there. Interesting. What do you think they sell at the Love Sack? It's kind of across the way right there. I'm on the other side, but what do you suppose they sell at the Love Sack? Okay, excuse me. I just had to go to the potty, which I just did in this hallway. We go down to the potty. And I always feel like I want to film and show you the bathroom. That was a washroom. That was the executive washroom right there. It was very fancy and nice here at the mall, at the Fashion Valley. But it would be inappropriate for me to film in the potty. This sign says you cannot grill in flip-flops. And I would agree to some degree. But if you're trying to sell boots, leather boots and leather shoes, that's probably true. I'm sorry, I'm junior high. I have a junior high mentality and this makes me laugh and giggle. This store is called Janie and Jack. Janie and Jack. Is it like Jack and Jill? No, that'd be Jill and Jack. This is Janie and Jack. I don't know who that... Oh, that's a kids store. It's kids clothing. It's fancy kids clothing. There is the Tiffany and Company jewelry store right there. And this is on the upper level. So, hey, this is still upper class. Maybe I spoke too soon when I was saying the lower level is the upper class. And the upper level was not. Okay, this is like a little finger, a little side finger that goes out. And they've got some other cool shops over here. This one's called Alala Design. Okay, more clothing, but it's like dresses and small clothing items. They've got another shoe store right here. This shop is called Francesca's, and it is a more down-to-earth, what I would call casual, comfortable, like dresses and clothing and stuff. Not so fancy business wear, but like casual wear for the ladies. Francesca Bernoulli. This is called Aroma 360, and I'll bet you can guess what's in there. It's stuff that smells good. Aroma is not like a funk. It's a good smell, and it's all around. It's Aroma 360. It's all around you. It's a good smell. It's not Funk 360. That would be the bathroom. Okay, this place is called Free People. Free People here, and they've got a nice whitewashed outdoor wooden thing, and inside they've got casual wear, nice casual clothing. That mannequin's not wearing a top. There's the Neiman Marcus. There we go. The fancy. Now this Nordstrom's right here. Now when I was a youngster, in my young surfing days, beach going, skating, surfing days, we used to wear Bermuda shorts made by a company called Gotcha. Do you remember Gotchas? Gotcha made these cool Bermuda shorts. And the only way you could get the cool. Now if you went to Target and bought them, they were kind of cheesy. They weren't Gotcha. They were something else. They were Target brand, and they just weren't as high fashion. And so we'd come here to this Nordstrom's and buy Gotcha Bermuda shorts and a Swatch watch. And this Nordstrom is one of those big fancy ones, and there's a guy in there playing the piano, or a gal. And right across the way from the Nordstrom's is the Neiman Marcus. I don't think I've ever been into a Neiman Marcus. Ever. Nordstrom's, Gotcha, Swatch watch, Neiman Marcus. We were going to have to use these stairs because this escalator is broken. And apparently it's been broken a long time, but long enough that they assembled this grassy wall right here around it. So we wouldn't use it. It's only like 10 feet though. We'll use the stairs. Look at that, they've got a Hollister. There's a Hollister store here, and I'm at the end here, and there's the JC Penney's right there. We're on the second level, and I'm remembering, as I walk through the mall town, remembering as a young child, as a young San Diegan child, we used to come here, and right in one of these shops right here, there was a Woolworths. Does anybody raise your hand if you remember Woolworths? There was a Woolworths, and I can't remember exactly where it was because everything looked so different, and I was little, but it was like right here somewhere, and they had the lunch counter in there, and it was with I think it was two levels. Was it a two-story Woolworths? It might have been a two-story Woolworths. I'm just remembering that, but I remember they had the soup counter where you could go and get a sandwich, like a grilled cheese sandwich and soup if you were hungry. It was like the original food court of the mall, but it was within the Woolworths. I'm old enough to remember the Woolworths. What about you? There's a couple things I notice as I near the end of the mall journey today. There's a couple things that I've noticed about these stores. And if it's a highfalutin store, a fancy store with fancy objects and expensive items, and that is that there's less stuff in there. It's, you look at like a purse store or a bag store, there may be like 20 purses or bags out on display, but if you go by a standard, just a regular clothing store, it's packed. It's packed to the gills. They've got racks and clothes and stuff everywhere because the stuff is cheaper. But if it's expensive, they don't need to sell as much. They can't sell as much. They don't sell as much. And there's a lot less product in there. It's wide open. I just noticed that. I don't know, something to notice when you're walking through the mall. This is called American Eagle right here. American Eagle clothing store. Lots of clothing stores. JC Penney still open. All right, I think we're exiting. This place right here as I exit is called the Red Door Escape Room. They've got an escape room here where you have to escape the room. I've never done that before, but I guess it's pretty fun. You have clues, and it's kind of a challenge, and you have to, solve the clues in order to escape the room at the Red Door Escape Room. Another thing I noticed here at this fancier mall, lots of security guards, and they're not like the Paul Blart mall cop type security guards. These guys look like they're armed. They're armed. They've got chest protection on, Kevlar chest protection, and they look a little bit more military as opposed to, or police, as opposed to mall security guard. They're not riding around on the things. They're just walking around. Quite a few of them actually. I didn't film them just because I felt like that would be inappropriate. Kind of like filming in the bathroom. You don't film the cops. Don't film. Except those ones I filmed when I asked them about the license plate that I bought. They said out of time at the car museum. Did you see that video? If you didn't, I'm going to put it right here. It'll be in the screen. And if you don't want to watch that one, you say, stupid, I don't watch that. Watch this one. This one right here at the bottom of the screen will be tailored just for you to watch here on the YouTube. Hey, it's Tim. But yeah, that's it. We're done. We just did the mall thing, Fashion Valley, all kinds of stuff happening. I told you all the details and stuff. But anyway, that's it. We're done. I'm going to hang up on you. Bye.